Let's speak the truth. God is a language. It's not from Ghana. It's not from Nigeria. It's not from Cameroon. It's not from Jamaica. God is a language. God. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get where you're coming from, but it does not work like that.
When it comes to God, I think we're all confused about what it is and what it isn't. I think we've been told what I think anciently, for human beings, we've always connected to that energy. We've always vibrated on that frequency. We've always connected to that, whether you want to call it the source, the energy, whatever it is, right? Yes. And so different people at different points in time have given us what it is.
That's right.
You say, no, that's how you see it.
Yeah.
That's not how I see it.
Yeah.
But the imperialism of the patriarchal and most of the time Abrahamic religions,
that's right,
tends to tell people what it is.
Of course, religion is man-made. It's religion, isn't it? When you look at the Greek word for religion, man was here before religion, so religion becomes a myth. It's just religious, and when you go back to trace it, and the issue of religion itself, of Christ, the Jesus, is just all copied from the ancient Kemetic mythology. It's all mythos, isn't it? They talk about Christ and Jesus Christ, and the story is false, isn't it? In Constantinople, referring back to 325 AD, 1492, it's all made up. God created us. It would have been more difficult for God to create us, because we are energy beings.
But then the question would come, which God?
That's the point. But God is a Germanic word, means God is German. Because if you take the essence of God to be the name that attributes to that powerful source in German, means God is German. How do you negate the name out of the all-powerful? If you take God away, God doesn't exist.
The energy, but the energy still exists.
No, but the energy hasn't got a name.
Exactly.
So
I agree with you. I actually agree with you.
So which means that God is a Germanic thing. So we shouldn't even talk about it because it's a German language. And how do you negate the God, the German language, from the existence of the source, or for what
which has always been?
That's right. So
so the energy, the source, has no name.
It has no name. It's just a frequency, isn't it? So we all resonate in that frequency. We don't resonate with. We don't live by God. We don't live by God.
I'm coming to correct you.
Actually, all right. Come on, camera. Come. You can both come. Just stand there.
When you say you're coming to correct me as an African, how do you? What does God? God doesn't mean anything to me as an African, because all I'm trying to say is that God is a language. You and I first hold this tight.
You speak your opinion for me. Let me listen to you.
But it's not about opinion. Let's speak the truth. God is a language. It's not from Ghana. It's not from Nigeria. It's not from Cameroon. It's not from Jamaica. God is a language. God. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get where you're coming from, but it does not work like that.
No, it's not about work.
No, it does not. I'm
going to leave it now. I'm just going to leave it.
Because
all I'm trying to say, what country are you from?
I'm a Nigerian.
What part?
I'm both sides.
Yoruba
I have two tribes.
But which one? Yoruba or Igbo or which one?
I'm not Igbo. I'm Yoruba.
But it's all, yes, it's the same thing. But what I'm saying, God is German.
Who says so? Where do you read that?
I'll try to explain that to you. So what I'm saying is, it doesn't mean anything for you and I because it's German.
Something to me. No, it's not German.
Okay, I'll leave it like that, brother. You know, she's my sister. I won't go too much on that.
Yeah, but you can't use a metaphor full of men to describe the Almighty God.
No. That's
I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy that statement
astray.
because that is
there's nothing that
blasphemy.
metamorphosized into
No.
God.
This is a man-making material.
Yes.
God is not being made by anybody.
What is God then?
God is a spirit.
What? Who told you?
I know so.
How do you?
Because he lives
Did
in
he
me.
tell you that his name is God? Does the
Listen.
spirit has a name?
Yeah.
A spirit.
It's Alpha and Omega.
No.
Yeah,
The spirit hasn't
I'm
got
not
a
going to
name.
argue with you. This is what I'm saying. I'm
You're
going to
not
come
African.
in.
We cannot be
It doesn't
talking
matter
about
if you're
German
a Jew.
language.
It doesn't matter what language.
Of course it does.
He corrupt our language
Who?
for a reason.
Who corrupt our
the
language?
Almighty God.
Means he's a devil.
Jehovah Jireh
Means he's a
corrupt
devil.
our language.
Means he's a devil. How can he?
So now I'm not gonna be arguing with you. I'm not gonna be debating. But what I'm saying is, God is not a devil.
Of course he is.
No, it's not.
You said he
no,
corrupted.
No, it's not. He's not a devil.
I'm coming from what you said.
Can I explain? Can I explain?
No, you said he corrupted.
If you don't want me to explain, that's fine.
Go on. Explain.
Right. If God is in humanity, created the world out of his voice. And the earth manifested. Let me speak because I was listening to what you were saying.
Let her finish.
Right. So when you say let it be, let everything on earth that was gloomy come alive and the earth obey. Then on top of that, he created every plant first before he created me and you.
No, you, not me.
Well, he created me.
Yes.
And I'm glad he created me because
Good.
I can actually communicate with him. Because he's a spirit, you can't see it, so you can say, oh, it does not exist. That's your own opinion. But this is my opinion, and this is my belief. And I'm not gonna not gonna go to a Muslim and say your Allah is a liar.
No, that's fine.
No, you can't do that.
No, that's
God is for real.
No, that's for you.
Yeah.
Good.
You keep to your belief that God does not exist. But when that day comes, I will be standing right there, and you will be standing right there. You don't believe that he is a God.
Believe is not factual.
No, but you don't believe that he exists.
Belief doesn't mean anything.
But you don't believe that he exists, though.
No, you don't get what I'm trying to say.
So if you say it don't exist, when the time comes for you to say he exists, I will be right there. I will be right there.
Believing is a language.
That's the way you put it. That's the way you put it.
Can I just
you know like this map you wear. Now a man's idea, yeah, but the pattern that goes in it is the corresponding of the man's size.
Listen,
that it created this thing in your chest.
We come from
so I'm not gonna
we
sit
come
down
from a continent that we're
with
mental.
blasphemy.
Okay. We come from continent what?
We're mental.
We're mental.
Yeah, mentally we're not correct. We're
I'm
suffering from the effect of colonization.
I know what I believe.
You've got to understand what I'm trying to say.
Right.
We're sick.
Okay.
We're sick.
Your pastor won't allow
There
you.
you go. We're sick. We come from a continent that has been colonized. We're not well. 99% of us Africans were suffering from the effect of colonization. She's talking about belief. Believing is not factual. She's talking about God. God is a Germanic word. Once you take the word away, nothing exists then. It's a critical thinking.
You're preaching to the choir right now.
Right.
Because I totally agree with what you're saying.
Oh, thank you.
And when it comes to God, I think we're all confused about what it is and what it isn't. I think we've been told what I think anciently, for human beings, we've always connected to that energy. We've always vibrated on that frequency. We've always connected to that, whether you want to call it the source, the energy, whatever it is, right?
Yes.
And so different people at different points in time have given us what it is.
That's right.
We say, no, that's how you see it.
Yeah.
That's not how I see it.
Yeah.
But the imperialism of the patriarchal and most of the time Abrahamic religions,
that's right,
tends to tell people what it is.
That's right.
We, as Africans, we don't have to tell people what.
No,
we don't.
We don't.
You can believe it or not. It's up to you.
We've never told people. We never force people.
No, you don't force. It's like if you believe that, fine.
Understand our morality.
Correct.
And so spirituality for us is just an essence, isn't it?
Exactly.
And so that gave us the Christ-like focus and expectation, and that we have to resonate.
But the thing is, when you speak like this, right, to a mind that has been indoctrinated by Abrahamic religion,
It becomes
they cannot fathom it.
yes,
They
yes,
cannot fathom it.
Yes.
And that is something that I've come to realize as somebody who...
I agree with you.
Yeah, they cannot. They can't fathom the fact that they don't
really
have.
do.
It has to have a book, and it has to
Yes.
be regimented, and
That's
it has to be
right.
like this. They can't fathom.
That's right.
They need that.
That's right.
They need that.
That's we try, as what you've just said, brother. I love what you just said. I keep on saying it's critical thinking. God is a Germanic word. God cannot exist without God, isn't it? It's, so take the Germanic word away.
And
There's
then what is it?
Nothing.
Right. It's or everything.
Yeah. Well,
Or everything.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But
And that's my belief. My belief is everything is everything. So to categorize it in a term, okay, this is one thing that I've said, right? This thing is limitless.
yes.
There is no limit to it. Whatever it is that you call it, everyone agrees when you go to Muslims or Christians or Jews, they believe that they say it's limitless.
That's right.
It's limitless.
Yes.
So my thing is, if it's limitless, why have you now limited it
To
your religion?
that's right. To a name.
To a name?
That's right.
Oh, hello. There's a police coming. Yeah. Why have you limited it to your thing? Why do I have to go to your thing to know it?
To know it.
To understand it.
That's right.
So you've now limited it.
That you prioritize it.
Exactly.
You make it feel like you're being greedy.
Yes, exactly.
You're being greedy.
It's
because
egotistical.
That's right.
It's ego.
Yeah,
It's ego and arrogance.
That's right.
It's like, no, I know you've got one, but my one's better than your
That's
one.
right.
Yeah,
That's what they all do. Aren't
Yeah.
they? Just let it be.
Exactly.
Let it be. So
Because anything that you put on it does it a disservice.
you kind of seclude it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
You compromise.
Of course.
You want it for yourself.
'Cause it's
That's why the
arrogance.
Catholic says, well, this is God and Jesus. The Islam says, well, this is Allah and stuff. And so you people are kind of creating your own world within that dogma. You're limiting the source
100%.
itself.